Hi, this is Luke Robitaille from the LA Kings, and listen to King's Realm. I think they actually do know what they're saying.
Nope.
Welcome to the King's Realm, presented by the Hockey Podcast Network. Be sure to follow us on social media at King's Realm Pod. Leave us a voicemail. Send us a text at 562-317-0087. So the Kings are second in the division with a 17-8-3 record after a 2-0 week where they beat the Wild at home and then started the road trip off right by beating the Islanders. And what is that, 6-game winning streak now? Is that where we're at?
Heyo!
Sounds about right. Toast to that. I'm Dennis Wilson. That is James Whitlock.
Highway to the danger zone.
Jordan Heckman.
I'm in studio.
And also in studio for Top Gun Night, Jesse Cohen.
Part one.
Part one.
Part one. All right.
All right.
All right. So everybody wants to know,
Yes.
Jesse, how was Top Gun?
Not for me.
Top Gun, the original. We haven't seen Maverick yet.
We have not yet seen Maverick. Listen, if it makes other people happy, I'm happy for it to make them happy. It was not my personal type of movie.
Okay, if I'm not in the room,
But you are.
I am
And you cried, and I don't want to make fun of you for crying.
3 times,
It was a heavy cry.
but it was.
It
I actually
was,
turned to ask a question about the plot, and James was in tears, and I was like, "Oh, wait, are you crying?"
I'm,
I was gonna like crack wise. And
You're
James was like, crying. I was like, "Oh, whoops." All right.
like,
I'm
I'm sorry.
literally like, like
sobbing.
deep cry.
Like a,
What part of the movie were we at?
The sad part.
Goose.
You
the
Goose hits
saddest
the
part.
canopy. They're
Okay.
in the water.
I thought it might have been, just like the beach volleyball scene or something.
Yeah.
No,
I said this to Jordan already. I was surprised, having never seen the movie, but having heard about it for decades. I was surprised that there was not more opportunities to make fun of theoretically closeted
Homosexuality.
appeal.
Oh.
Well, I'm trying to. There's a child.
But I can say it.
well, you can say
There's
whatever
not a
you want.
child here. He's sleeping.
All right. Well,
he's
anyway,
asleep. He's
Yeah.
not awake.
I just thought it was going to be like end to end, over the top. Like, oh my god, what am I watching? I didn't think it was that. I didn't think it was that overt or that bad.
Yeah, you got to go and watch that Tarantino.
I've seen it.
You got to rewatch that after watching. the
Yeah,
movie.
I listen. I don't agree. Like, I get it. It's fun to blow things out of proportion, but
Mhm.
So the only reason, like, and I kept reminding everybody,
yeah, it was the '80s. I've seen a lot of movies from the '80s
It's
that
the
I like
80s.
that were good, that were well written.
and it's cheesy, it is, but I will say, the one thing I will say is it is the most involved the U.S. military has been in a movie in decades.
Yeah,
And the fact that they allowed so much footage to be done, and obviously the production paid for all of the usage and fuel.
You're talking
and
about the
everything.
second one, right?
No, the first one.
The first one.
It was truly like unprecedented how much the military was involved in this and utilized.
which, unless you're looking for reasons to glow up the movie, don't matter.
I think
It does for the authenticity of it.
Okay, but I wasn't
You know
in
what's
the
really
name,
don't
funny.
talk to Kevin.
and
Yeah, what's really funny about that is Kevin, who worked on aircraft carriers, hates that movie because it is so unauthentic.
look, when I was in my late 20s, I think, early 30s ish, I lived with 2 guys who were pediatric residents, and they hated the show House because of how inauthentic it was, and they loved Scrubs because of how authentic Scrubs was.
Huh.
I don't like Scrubs. I like House.
Or,
I
like
don't
both.
care about authenticity. I care about good storytelling.
I love both. Like
All right.
Scrubs is hilarious.
Agree
I
to
think it's
disagree.
Agree
to disagree.
Scrubs is hilarious.
I like the janitor in Scrubs.
He's probably the best
Yeah.
of it. And I like the play that the 2 guys have. It's very slapstick, but I love it. House has great stories.
I love House.
Yeah, it's a very Matlock type style.
Yeah, Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, very
Holmes, house.
like
A house is a home.
Oh, look!
I don't think that was,
you.
But
that's
they don't
not me.
spell
I
it with an
don't-
L. Though.
I don't think. Well, whatever. It's the point is he's Sherlock Holmes, and his
Aesthetic.
best
Holmes.
friend,
Holmes.
and his best friend who works at the hospital is his Dr. Watson.
Isn't his name Wilson?
Yes, James Wilson.
Oh, interesting. So knowing what that movie means to James,
Uh-huh.
see,
It hurts me to say bad things about it.
No,
I don't want
I-
to be mean to James.
I want you to be mean to James. Number
All right.
one, but number
Sorry, my ice crunching is big.
is there? It's right. All three of us are gonna be sniffling the whole
Yeah.
time, so that's kind of what we do. Is there a movie, 80s or not, that you enjoy? That there's the nostalgia behind it because that's what is the driving force for James
Yeah.
on this film.
I would
that
say
you think-
Ghostbusters, but Ghostbusters is objectively a perfect movie.
Objectively perfect.
So, I mean, go read people's reviews of Ghostbusters. It's great.
Got Bill Murray.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I will compare it to is Dude, Where's My Car? Which for me, I love Dude, Where's My Car? But I understand that Dude, Where's My Car is not a good movie.
It's a ridiculous movie,
Yeah,
but it's great.
But I like it.
Yeah, same.
And I don't care if it's not a good movie. I like it.
Bill and Ted's.
Eh.
Same kind of thing.
Eh.
A lot of people, it's fan favorite, but
Cult classic.
yeah, it is cult classic.
Yeah.
Office Space is another.
I was
Office Space
just
is
gonna be the
Office
next
Space is
one.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll fight with people about Office.
I mean, you worked in an office, so you
Yeah,
kind of
no,
can
listen,
relate.
Office Space is just funny. Like,
Yeah. It's
And Jesse hates printers.
not as much as they do in Office Space, but I definitely have my battles with the printers at work.
so does everybody.
It usually requires me to call the IT guy in,
Mm.
and then just sort of pathetically sit there and say, "I don't understand why."
Shit, Dennis, I just hit record.
Ah, I've been there.
Classic.
I've done that before.
Well, the StreamYard does a local recording, so
Oh.
Hopefully it
Can
does.
mesh the two.
If
hopefully
it makes you feel
does.
any better, one time we decided that we were going to get Craig Johnson and Chris Height, the assistant coaches of the Ontario Reign, on the podcast together. And we spent weeks scheduling it, getting it setting up, finding a day that we could do it, blah, blah, blah. They come into the room. We have the board set up, the mic set up. They sit down. I hit record. The button turns blue, maybe, or whatever. It's the wrong color, but I didn't process that. I just processed that the clock was running. I hit stop, go to
Went
take the
red.
card out. No card.
oh,
Just,
No,
just nothing.
I had a card error.
45-minute conversation, nothing.
I had a card error about 20 minutes in with a buddy of mine, Kaleo,
Mm-hmm.
who eventually passes, and Alex Faust
Mm.
in Toronto.
oh yeah.
That's brutal.
And great conversation. Kaleo's a goalie, just tremendous conversation about just a ton of hockey stuff,
Yeah.
in-depth stuff and origins. And then I look, and then there's an error code on the recorder.
Yep.
And I had to stop, and I'm like, I mean, it's so important. I'm like, hey, listen, this is fucking silly. Technical problem.
True Lies.
We got to start over.
The scene where the terrorist is giving his speech to the henchman with the camera, and you can see the battery flashing. And
Yeah.
yeah. That happened. And I'm
happens
like,
to everybody.
this is such, and
Also, great movie.
Great.
Also, Jamie Lee Curtis, absolute smoke show in that movie.
I don't know the importance of that until later, until events unfold, and I
Yeah.
lose my friend. And
Was that
how-
the last recording you had, or theoretically?
yeah, that was
Yeah.
the last trip we would do King's trips
Yeah.
together. It was the last trip we went on.
Are you just gonna start crying all night now? Is that what happened by watching?
Yeah,
Top
yeah,
Gun?
it really is. I
Okay.
mean, let's just be fair. But yeah, no, Alex was so good. I mean, true professional. He's
Sure.
like, yeah, let's kick it off, and literally went through the same stories.
I mean,
Dennis and I did record an episode twice one time.
yeah.
An
So, I mean,
an entire
when it
episode
happens, you
twice.
have to do it.
Yeah,
You're there.
Yeah,
like
might
it's
as well.
yeah. If you don't do it again, you've utterly wasted your time.
Yeah,
if you
we're-
do it again, you've wasted a little bit of time.
We're literally in Toronto. Like
Yeah. No, absolutely.
we all made the trip.
I'm sorry, my back really hurts. Sorry.
We might lose Jesse at any time. So that is,
I might pass out.
Wouldn't be the first time on the show. Not you.
Yeah, I was gonna
James.
say, when did I ever pass out on the show? Oh yeah, that's right. I remember
Well,
that
he
when he
didn't
fell
pass out.
asleep.
He-
No, he fell asleep. I was watching. He was in some hotel room. Fool fell asleep in the middle of the recording.
Well, before we lose Jesse, I have an important question that
Is this the bald question?
non-hockey related. Because I have two bald gentlemen
Mhm.
around me, and to be fair,
To be fair,
I'm also
Cry me a river. Hair
well.
boy.
yeah,
You should see back here.
I'm not interested.
you have a soul.
Like,
You're a solar farm.
I don't understand the desire of haired people to always be like, well, I know you're I shaved my head when I was like 18 years old because
That's like my brother. Yeah.
I just knew. So like I don't want to hear about it from people with a 3 or a 4 in the first digit of their age. You made it. I didn't. So
Fair.
anyway, what's your question?
So everyone has a face, right? You have a chin and your face goes up.
Sure.
At what point on a person's face does it stop being a face and become the top of your head?
That's a very good question.
Is it different for bald people? Because like a lot of people would say it's your hairline. That's where your face ends. But if you're bald,
good
or if you have
question.
really like I have a widow's peak, right? Like
Yeah, that's
in my
right.
opinion, my face goes up to here.
I guess wherever your hat, wherever you wear
I
your
would say
hat.
exactly. If I
Yeah.
put my hat back on,
this
is where I say my face starts. Like
Yeah.
half
What?
forehead,
What if you're wearing a yarmulke?
half forehead.
I get out
right
of here.
right here. Half
Well, I
forehead.
guess.
Get out of here.
Okay. All right. So
Half forehead is fair.
that's an acceptable answer.
Like if you here's what I would say.
Let's
If
be
you look at
realistic
the-
though. Even with hairlines, the hairline is not the end.
No.
Like some people have really big foreheads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their
Sure.
face is not 18 inches high.
Or there's some of those people who have the hairlines that go really low.
Yeah.
Too, you know.
Well, I feel like there's someone like 3 inches above your eyebrows. I don't know.
Think about the magnetic toy that we had where you drew the face and the hair.
Yeah.
was
Willy
over.
Willy.
It was usually like mid forehead was.
I'd
the
say
face.
three fingers above your eyebrows.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
All
a reasonable answer.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Science.
Dennis.
Science.
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 Let's see.
Science, bitch.
It's about there. That's where my hairline is. So yeah. I think
Fucking
Jesse nailed
hairline.
it. Jesse
No, he
nailed
didn't
it.
say my asshole. He said 3 fingers.
I said I did 3 fingers.
Hey,
That's where my
shout out to
hairline
Big
is.
J, by the way.
Oh yeah.
2 beautiful
I thought this was going
trays
to be one of your read.
of Al Pastor ribs tonight at Top Gun night.
There was two.
2, yeah. Well, there was 2 before you got here. There's 1 when you got here.
Oh.
Yeah, no, we all enjoyed it.
I only had two because I thought there was.
Yeah, we re-enjoyed it when you got here.
Oh, got it. It was delicious.
I'm sorry I was late.
So I will tell you, Big J ending vacation early to be here because he doesn't come back till the 13th.
Well, now I feel even worse for being late.
We're not part of his vacation.
maybe I don't know, maybe, but he was on vacation till the 13th, not cooking anything. Came here tonight for Top Gun night, brought out Pastor ribs. I mean, arguably some of the best ribs. I think I pride myself on daddy sauce, and I will say still Al Pastor ribs, probably the best ribs you can get.
Pretty damn good.
So
Pretty damn good.
check out Big Che. He's gonna be back in 2 days, ready for orders for
James,
Christmas.
Sorry I was late.
Hey,
James didn't tell me what time to be here till yesterday, and I had already made plans.
untrue,
Very true.
untrue.
Very true.
He had a 2 to 2:30 meeting, and he said, "I'll be there after that."
That was yesterday, again, when I found out what time he expected me to be here. And listen, my meeting went long. I had dinner with John Hoven.
Oh wow, the mayor. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Jesse loves the mayor, so I get it. I get it.
We hadn't
Fair enough.
connected on a personal level in a very long time.
Fair enough.
All right. Well.
All right,
You
anyway.
want to pay some bills?
Big Che.
Oh,
I do
sorry.
and then no free ads. By the way, West Grove Pizza, some of the best pizza in Orange County.
Oh,
Um,
are we doing this now?
Yeah,
This feels
absolutely.
suspiciously like a free ad.
No free ads, but West Grove Pizza.
As long as you give the caveat, it's not a free ad.
One of the hosts of Top Gun Night tonight, the infamous 6 pizza order, which went amazingly well, which I believe someone said was a wrong answer, but
It is.
was a huge hit.
Who was Top Gun night for?
Jess Cohen.
How many slices of pizza did Jesse Cohen have?
How many did he choose to have?
Yeah,
0.
one.
Oh, 1. I did get a review.
He
from,
went with Hawaiian. actually.
No, I had the pepperoni, the 3 kinds of pepperoni.
I did get a review. Best Supreme Pizza ever had from a pizza place from one of the participants here at Top Gun Night. So West Grove Pizza.
I'm
check
not
it
sure
out.
that that's accurate.
That is
I watched the whole movie. I didn't see her here.
Best Supreme Pizza. Yeah, she was
Touche.
picking up kids.
Yeah.
And
walking dogs.
walking dogs and stuff.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dewey. And so West Grove Pizza, check them out. West Garden Grove, best pizza in Orange County,
For
Hands
all of
down.
you Kings fans that live anywhere near West Garden Grove.
or travel through Orange County at any time.
Mhm.
It's the border of LA and Orange County.
It is.
Keep losing ice.
It's quite close. There's a hole right here.
Top Gun review
And
from
I got ice
Jesse.
stuck in my beard. Oh, it's in my
All right. How about a not so free ad now?
it's in my hoodie.
Not so free ad.
See?
The 2024-2025 NHL
Give me that
season
beer.
still has that new car smell.
Ooh.
And the action is heating up on DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the NHL. It's super easy for first timers to get started at DraftKings Sportsbook. Try betting on something simple like just picking a team to win. And if you're new to DraftKings, listen up. New customers bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. So what can you do? Download DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code THPN. That's promo code THPN for new customers. Get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 plus age and eligibility there it is.
Yes.
Varies by jurisdiction. Drink.
James was drinking during Top Gun.
Yep. Void in Ontario. Hey, bet must win to receive award. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance, 7 days. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/ice. Copyright NHL 2024, all rights reserved.
Who just whispered 7 days into that?
That was James.
So on.
It's like a ring reference or something.
168 hours is 7 days.
It's supposed to read that verbatim, but you know.
Fair enough.
I clarify it for people that don't know how to
I'm
calculate
just- I'm saying
178 hours.
it's supposed to be verbatim. That's all I'm saying.
It is verbatim. I just added stuff.
That would make it
That's
not verbatim.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Verbatim plus. You get the bonus.
There's no 10% on this one, James.
It's a bonus track.
The bonus track.
Almost hot to loogie in my own garage. I mean, studio.
Jesus.
Can
Go
I hop
Rudy,
the loogie in your garage?
You should do it.
I'm all out. I'm all out of ammo.
All out of mucus. not so phlegmy. All right. Should we talk about the games?
We
Do
should talk
it.
about games.
My favorite one of the week, because I was there. There were some friends and their children with my child, and Anze Kopitar threw them a puck during warm-up, so that was pretty cool.
That's rad.
Dude.
We won't talk about who he pointed to and then who ended up with the puck. That's for a different time. But
Luke.
it was still he pointed at Luke, yeah. But the kid, it was his first game. It was his first game. He was getting the puck regardless. So, anyways, that's the first time I've done warm-ups, and I'm kind of ashamed to say that, but it was freaking awesome.
What? Warm-ups on the glass? Or?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, that's a good point. All right. Getting the party started was Adrian Kempe with his 13th goal of the season. Just as the first period is expiring. Followed up by Alex Ferrier, matching his previous season goal total, I believe, on the power play, believe it or not, to go up 2-0. And then Trevor Moore gets an empty net. I believe the vast majority of his goals are empty netters this season, which is a little 4 out of his 6.
No, 3. I'm sorry, 3.
3. Okay. 3 out of his 6, which that's going to even itself out eventually.
I want to shame
Sounds pretty even
everybody,
already.
by the way.
Do it.
I want to shame everybody.
Okay.
I keep seeing people making that joke about Trevor Moore and all the empty net goals. Adrian Kempe has 4 and has like, I don't know, 15 or something over the last 4 years. But nobody ever talks about him as if he's the.
Didn't Hiller earlier this year talk about that? Like, oh yeah, Kempe scored like so many goals last year. I think a lot of those were empty netters. Like he
Well,
pointed it
McClellan
out.
pointed it out a couple of years ago.
That's
and
what
then,
it was McClellan. That's
but
what it was.
Hiller also referenced it this year,
Yeah.
which is fine. Like he should score empty net goals. He should be out there in those situations.
Sure.
I just think it's funny that like because Trevor Moore did it twice in one game, it's the something happens twice and everybody's like, well, that always happens. No,
Yeah.
it's the Dr. Doofenshmirtz thing. If I had a nickel for every time Trevor Moore scored an empty net goal in the same period,
I'd have
2
10 cents.
nickels, which is not a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Yakov Treinen. Sure, we'll go with that. Saves me from having to do a shotgun, breaking up the shutout, followed by a Trevor Moore empty net goal for his 6th of the season.
Can I interrupt again?
Yes. Anytime. Don't even
On
have to ask.
Kingstalk, we have rebranded what I used to call a 1-goal shutout
Mm.
as a shootout.
Shutout. Okay.
This was a textbook shootout.
Shutout.
I
Okay.
like that. I like that.
I do like shutout a lot.
I did see that. Yeah.
Because that was a shot. I don't care. That was a shutout.
Yeah.
If you score an empty net goal to take a 2-goal lead, and then the other team scores with like less than a minute and a half left.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care at all.
100%
I think
agree.
a shootout should be a mini shot.
Well, it's like in football or anything else.
Ooh.
That's garbage. Those are garbage points,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't change the game at all.
Right.
I think James said he would take something from the grab bag on every shutout.
Unfortunately, grab bag is in the house. So
Son of a bitch.
I have no way to get it.
Don't we have an
'Cause it-
intern?
Because
No,
it's so
there's-
far away.
There's nobody in here that's awake that can go get it.
John is known for sleepwalking.
John isn't here. He's asleep somewhere.
The intern is known for sleepwalking.
If he knew that it was by the front door in a green bag, then he would be able to get it. But I don't think he knows that.
Oh, that's a shame. He doesn't know that it's by the front door in a green bag.
In a green bag by the front door.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Full of bottles.
If I had it,
Chop,
I would
chop,
do it.
Turn front door green bag.
If I had it, I would do it.
He's still waiting for dad's permission.
He literally is.
I mean, I think he needs to realize that dad gave permission by telling him where it is by the front door in a green bag.
I feel like he's waiting for something more certain there.
He
He
figured
Not
it
even-
out.
Not even the head nod would seem to be enough.
I know. I gave him a.
He got it. He got that. Actually, listen, I get it. You know, he's if he reads the room wrong, he's in trouble.
He's going to bed.
That's good parenting right there. That's
Mhm.
what that is.
If you say so. I don't have any kids, so I can't weigh in on that.
That you know of.
Pretty sure I don't.
Pull game strong. All right. By the way, this is Darcy Kemper's first game back from injury, and he played stellar because of his
Right.
shutout.
Look at that. A
It-
green bag is floating our way.
That looks less full than the last time I saw it.
Well,
Silver.
the fact that we did 3 pulls from the.
I don't want to talk about it.
Handed
Uh-huh.
to Jesse. Yeah, Dennis
No.
loves
You're
it.
gonna make Jesse pick something up right now?
No, he's not going to grab anything.
He tried to hand me the 2012 baseball something or other trophy. He was like, hold this. And I'm in a chair, like whinging from back pain. I'm like, no,
it was pretty big.
I'm not going to
It was quite large.
hold that from a prone position to see how
What the
heavy.
fuck are you doing?
Surveying the crowd.
I thought the whole point of a grab bag was you reach in and grab.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to mix around.
Do you want me to hold it back here so you can reach for it?
No, I'm mixing.
Okay. Because we know what happened last
I'm
time.
clearly mixing around.
Yeah. What we did.
You're feeling for the one you
Oh,
want.
fuck. I don't know what this is.
4 of us show it to the class.
You should take one too, Jordan.
Oh, God, I have to drive.
Jordan has
That's
the drive.
fine.
No, Jordan
Yeah,
has the drive.
eventually.
I'm not allowing Jordan to do it.
No, eventually he has to drive, but he hasn't drank much all night. He's fine. I'll
Because
drink
he's
the
got 3
second
beers sitting in front of him.
I'll drink the second beer.
I'm
No,
I'm
you
with you, Jordan. You got to drive.
won't. It's the other way around. What the fuck is that?
Right?
I don't think you're going to be upset with it.
I don't know the bottle at all.
It feels.
Jesse.
Jesse,
He
do you
doesn't
know
care.
what this
He
is?
does not care.
It should feel like a
You're
Jack
about
Daniels
to
bottle.
lose
Jesse.
Jesse from pain.
Look at this bottle.
Okay, drink it.
All right, here we go. Wherever this is, I don't know if you can see Dennis.
No, I can't.
Here we go. I'll let you know.
I
what
mean,
is
it looks
here.
like Southern Comfort, but Jordan
Mm.
wouldn't have said what the fuck.
No, that's a round bottle. This is a square bottle. It's
I can even tell.
I hope you weren't. I
Ooh.
hope you weren't driving.
It's not bad.
What is it?
Bird Dog peach flavored whiskey.
I can smell the peach.
Peach is a good flavor.
Yeah, peach is a good flavor with whiskey too.
I bought a bunch of peach yogurt recently.
It actually smells pretty good.
It does.
Tastes good too. Bird Dog.
I'm sure it's all of 20%.
That's 80%.
80%
Or
proof.
it's 80 proof.
Okay. I was like that.
Like
80% alcohol.
Yeah. That would be
That's moonshine.
something.
Yeah.
We haven't had that since Death Valley.
That's fire.
Oh my god, that stuff. Whew.
That moonshine was great, by the way.
It tasted like fucking gasoline.
So
No,
the next
it
game,
Yeah, it did.
It was smooth.
Jesse's
Mm.
trying to go home.
Next game, go.
Hey, guess what? Adrian
This is
Kebe gets
nice.
the scoring started.
I don't
again.
have to type in "move on." I can just yell it at you.
Yeah, yeah. This is so much easier. You got a direct line.
Adrian Kempe gets the party started again. Like I said, 14th of the season in the first period. Kevin Fiala extends that lead with his 10th in the second period. Lee gets one back.
Really.
I wanted to say Anders like it was from Workaholics, but I chose not to. And then Mikey Anderson scoring powerhouse against an empty net.
I want to get Dennis faced at Death Valley next year.
Dennis faced. Dennis was fucked
Oh
up.
my
That feels
god.
so
I'm
fun.
not in the mood to be mentored tonight, Jeff. I want to enjoy the fire.
Hey,
He's
Weren't we
standing next
stand-
to
We're standing next to heaters, right?
you were, yeah, we were standing next to a propane heater, and Dennis says I want to
Yeah.
enjoy the fire.
I don't.
hey, you should tell these kids to be quiet.
I,
Camp host is not going to appreciate this.
The Islanders looked like not hot garbage. They didn't look that bad, but they're just
No.
slow and talentless. I
Jesus.
understand
God
Jesus.
bless.
what is that too, right?
Slow and talentless.
Look, there's something going on this year.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of teams are not good.
Yeah.
Sorry, do I need to
Thank
talk
you.
directly?
No, no.
No, your foamy was like
This is-
off weird. I just
Oh,
keep looking
all
at
right.
it. Visibly, it was
He
like,
just likes making noises for people to like blow their speakers out with in their cars. So
Gotcha.
Dennis will edit it. It's fine.
no, I won't.
But like there's just been a lot of games this year where I've watched the opponent and thought to myself, they're not playing well. I don't know, like they're missing chances, they're missing the net. They're getting I don't want to say they're getting chances. They're in the zone, they have the puck, they're controlling play. They're not getting chances. And I don't know how much of it is just the Kings are good at defense and how much of it is just the league sucks this year.
Well, there's so much parity in the league. Like right now, there's not a
Yeah,
ton.
but
It's still
It
early.
didn't happen last year. I don't
I
there's
mean,
something
are we
going on.
early?
No.
We're
But-
seeing the same thing from the Kings, though. Like we're seeing
I would say, yeah.
different teams as well.
Yeah, but the Kings have one. Like I can point to what the Kings do well. Detroit and the Islanders are both like roughly 500 teams. I don't know.
They didn't look like a 500 team in this game, though.
No, they didn't.
I feel like the
Now, a
Kings
lot
should've
of
won
that
that game 7-1.
They should have. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
mean, they should have ended. They should have been 3 goals in the first period.
Yeah.
In that game.
Thank God they scored one in the first period because
Right.
I was beginning to get a little bit like, oh boy,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
another one of those games where or was it in the first period? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
I was beginning to feel like this is a game where we control. They score some dumb goal and then it's 2-1 at the
Yes.
end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should have.
I mean, the fact that it was 2-1 and then towards the like middle of the third period where the Islanders were really putting a lot of pressure in our zone, it started to feel like shit, this is where it turns. You know, this is kind of like we've seen this story before. And although there were shots coming in, it seemed like, you know, Kemper was there when he needed to be. There was blocks where it needed to be, and they stood up and stood their ground.
Let's scroll down a little bit there. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Islanders only had 3 shots on goal in the first period.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Well, that's like I said, that's good.
What was it? Toronto didn't have like more than one shot until like 7 minutes into the second period.
I mean, we went an entire second period without getting a shot on Colorado. So
That's true.
Yeah, that was bad.
yeah,
That was
just-
bad. I mean, I think there was 2 shots on goal the whole first period.
But I definitely see what you're saying about like this felt like one of those games like it could get out of control, even though like we should be winning it by a lot.
Mhm.
With the exception of the Sharks, this team is beating the teams that they're supposed to beat
Yeah.
by and large.
Jesse, I pointed out last show, you had a caller on King's Talk that said, and it was really poignant. He said, listen, after the Dallas Stars win, thank you. After the Dallas Stars win, I care less about the Sharks' losses because we're not going to see them in the playoffs.
That was a funny take.
I care more about the win against Dallas, against a team that we could see, and they're weighted differently. And I think that was really important to hear for me, at least as a fan.
Well, we also beat Minnesota twice.
Yeah.
So I know you can't swap wins for losses, but like, okay, you lost to the Sharks twice, but you beat Minnesota twice.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, it helps say like, yes, that helps me put those losses behind me.
Yeah.
Right. And in my fan opinion, and focus more on what matters in the season. And really, this is where we see a Kings team that, wins some, loses some against the teams that they have to win against. And they're winning more against teams they have to win against. And
Look,
the wins
scroll up and go to league standings. Sorry,
I just pulled up the standings. It's funny.
It is a bit of a
You
fun
missed them.
fact. Yeah, they're in first.
No, not Minnesota, the Kings.
Oh, the Kings.
Like
Seven.
they're 17-8-3. That's good.
Yeah.
They
great.
got the 7th best record in the National Hockey League.
that's great.
They have the
good.
4th best record in the Western Conference.
We do account for 40% of the Wild's regulation losses.
Yeah, there you go.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they are.
And unfortunately, Winnipeg's went on a losing streak, but we started that.
Still beat them.
The Kings started that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Tough times.
tough
They've
times.
still won 21 games though.
Yeah.
Still a lot of games.
Fucking heater.
Oh, no.
First quarter.
Dropped ice on your garage.
It's all right.
Studio.
It's cement. It'll clean.
It can handle it.
All right. What else we got?
In regard to the games?
Yeah.
I don't know. No one said it very loudly. The fact that we went 2-0.
2-0.
Yep. Jesse gets it.
I'm playing.
Best you can ask for.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what. And a
one
one
win
game.
for every thumbs down I give Top Gun.
and hey, one win for the elf.
and that's because you only have two hands.
That's right.
One win for the elf on the road.
Oh, the elf.
Some people were legitimately upset about that.
Some people were. I don't want to
Don't have sense of humor.
besmirch the practice with the intern in the room. Is this home visited by
He
the
knows.
elves
He
on
knows.
shelves?
We're good.
Okay.
He helps with the elves now.
It's gaslighting.
It 100% is.
It is. And if you ever want to sit there and watch the news and be like, I don't understand how 50% of the country don't agree with me on something that's so obvious, whatever your affiliation may be on that 50%, that's how you deliberately
Yeah. Play into whatever. Yeah.
mentally and emotionally abuse your children.
Well,
Lies.
What's funny is when Carlin came on,
Go Kings, go.
Go Kings, go. When Carlin came on, she's like, breaking news.
We had that.
I was legitimately concerned.
I was watching the game with Jared Shaffrin and Josh Schaefer, and all three of us stopped our
Like,
yip yapping
what
and
the
went,
fuck?
and leaned in.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
And then I saw
it was
the
that.
elf. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're shitting me.
Okay, so like here's the thing is like I when I first saw that and I saw the elf, I was like, oh come on guys, like what are we doing here? And then I look over it and Liv's got the biggest smile on her face. I was like,
That's
Okay.
what we're doing.
It's the reason why
it's
we have
not-
Bailey and the
it's
reason
not-
why, yeah.
that's not for me, right?
Nope.
That's
100%.
that's for her, that's for the kids. Like there's
100%.
kids that watch too. So like
And I'll tell you what, Daryl said it best. He's like, hey, listen, as long as they keep winning, the elf will keep showing up.
Sure.
Whatever it takes.
wearing a little F1 helmet.
At least they have a
those
full-size one now.
those post game F1 helmet pictures have turned into a bit of a thirst trap on Twitter. it's a little dicey,
Nah.
but
You getting thirsty there, Jordan?
no, but the ladies.
Somebody asked me what I thought about them. I think expecting that I would be, grumpy Grumperton about it.
Uh-huh.
I don't care. They're fun.
Yeah.
People seem to like it.
This is no different than the dancing that they did after wins last season.
There's tons of teams that have had tons of things. The Broadway had in New York.
Post win rituals.
Yeah, I read the list to Mikey Anderson when we asked him about it. So now we have one. Whatever. It's fine.
I don't hate it.
Good night, intern.
Hi, John.
Love you, buddy.
I just realized that the Dodgers catcher is a rookie in the NHL. Will Smith.
Yeah, there's a lot of Will Smiths in the world.
There's two of them in the
San Jose, the Bay Area.
in the MLB.
Oh,
There's
really?
more
Yeah.
than that.
Yeah, well,
There's
I-
there's a list of like Will Smiths that have won the World Series like the past however many years in a row.
No,
None of them are the
the-
same guy.
it was two of the same guys. It was the last 6 World Series. There's been a Will Smith participant.
Yeah. And minus the most recent one because it was before the most recent
Mikey Dude, what position
of them
does
were the
Will
same
Smith
guy.
play in the NFL? Mikey Dude is claiming there's a Will Smith in all sports leagues.
I'm not surprised. It's a pretty generic name.
Are either of you on the TikToks?
No,
one. No.
Are either of you aware of the Bryson DeChambeau challenge?
over his house.
Yeah, over his
Yeah,
house. Yeah. 16.
Have you seen the house?
It's all glass.
He, if he had any honor at all, would drill one shot straight through one of those 2-story tall windows.
Yeah,
I think he's
God.
too proud to beg.
I'm sorry. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, before I even realized it was Bryson DeChambeau, I was like, oh, whoever this is about to drill a shot straight into his house.
Yep.
The fact that it has not happened is disappointing. I don't
Did
like
you
it.
see the guy who's like made the joke video
Yes.
copying it and
Yeah,
did that?
And the first shot, he drills it straight into his window, which is what you should do. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Chekhov's gun, but it's Chekhov's gun.
fair enough.
Defensive end. Will Smith plays defensive end. Sorry, my back hurts.
there you go.
Mikey was going to be here tonight, but he had a gig
Which
he had
Mikey?
to do. Our Mikey.
Mikey Alexander.
Yeah.
Michael
So-
Smith.
Sorry.
So I locked
Sorry,
him
Mikey,
in
dude.
to. I locked him
Michael
into.
Smith.
I locked him into Maverick because I told him there will be a round 2.
From what I'm told, Maverick is way better than the original, which
Yes.
is not hard to do.
I like how you look at the camera to say that.
Well, I'm saying it to you.
Fair enough.
He does. He doesn't look this way to say it.
All right, James, get us there.
General Notables brought to you by Mrs. Zach.
I wonder what she's up to these days.
Surely there's a way to find out.
I'll text her.
There you go.
Right now,
No, not right now.
we called her at like 11 o'clock that one
I
night,
know. I will
General
never do that
Notable
again.
answer.
number one.
and she picked up.
I will never do that again.
General notable number one.
Jesse.
I had a few, and I don't remember what they were because I didn't write them down.
Arthur
Shocker.
Kallio sent down to Ontario. That's generally
That is
notable.
Yeah.
generally notable.
It's
Yeah.
for a conditioning stint,
for 14 days.
but he's activated.
Yeah.
I do we've talked about this before. It's funny that's 14 days, not a number of games.
This time it works out because as soon as the team's back from this road trip, that's when his 14 days are up.
Yeah.
You
It's a
think
15
they might have
15
they
day
might have-
road trip.
Holiday.
I'm sure. Yeah.
You think they might have done that intentionally there, Justin?
It all plays out.
I do.
It all plays out.
In
The
fact,
math.
weird.
Somebody wrote an article where it was like, it's believed that, and I was like, really? It's believed. that
believed?
The
Yeah.
obvious option will be done.
Have you looked at a calendar?
Super sharp sleuth in there, city officials. I
Yeah.
shouldn't be too mean because I just had dinner with him tonight, but he doesn't watch or listen. So
No.
he
He doesn't know
doesn't-
who we are.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
genuinely don't think he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he
I
does.
see him
Even though he blocked us
20
for a long
times
time.
a
I
year.
had dinner with him tonight. Half of our conversation was, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? And I was like, this is that guy, and this is that guy. He thought somebody in a white silk jacket was the Bannerman, and I was like, no. And I don't know who the hell you're
That's
talking
James.
That
That's
was me.
James.
Probably. Yeah.
Oh.
I wear a white silk
All right.
jacket all
Well,
the
then
time.
there you go. That's who he was talking about. So he knows who you are. He
I
just doesn't
see him all
know-
the time, and
He
I'm
just
like,
doesn't
"Hey,
know
what's
who
up?"
you are.
Yeah,
With the Kings on the back, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
a
that's
knockoff
me.
starter jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I glad because he kept saying like tall dude, older, and I was like, I have
Older.
no idea what you're talking about. And I was like literally stumped. I was like, I got no idea. And he's like, come on, you absolutely do. You
are you
introduced-
enjoying this? You're in person. You get to enjoy this in person.
He's soaking it in right now.
Oh, so
He's
good.
literally talking about me.
Yeah.
I talk to him. We're in like similar sections.
I'm
where
gonna
we
text
sit.
him tomorrow because mystery solved now. Because he like couldn't believe I didn't know what he was talking about, and I was like, guy, I have no idea what you're talking about.
James Willock from the
James
King's
Woodlock
Realm.
from King's Realm.
From the what?
Yeah.
The
The guy you blocked forever because I liked a post of someone that you don't like
Well, Twitter's
5 years ago.
serious business.
Twitter's a fickle bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, that was one of them. Jake Ottinger and Igor Shesterkin make the same amount of money, despite their contracts being $3 million off.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Because their
Taxes.
AAV is not the same as
The taxes.
oh
Yeah.
Taxes?
Yes. So because
Whatever.
one's in
Texas
New York
versus
and
New
one's
York.
talk to an accountant.
and that's assuming that they
Oh,
both
boo-hoo.
play.
I took home $5 million this year.
Yeah.
Boo-hoo.
But that's also
Anybody with
assuming,
that kind of money pays someone to make sure they keep more of it.
of course, at least they should. But that's also assuming that they are playing all their games where they are located, which is not the
Right.
case
No.
because you are taxed in the state that you play in.
Mikey,
So
I
sounds
will.
like it's be pretty even.
Mikey, I'm not going to take your bet, but I will let you know how it ends up at the end of the show.
Oh Jesus,
Come on now.
that's not a sign that I'm going to take one.
Get your stuff together.
Mikey has a bet. I'm not going to take it for $100, but
What's the bet?
it's a good take. I can't say it because then It
You
will-
won $100 bet with me, and I, for the life of me, can't even remember what it was anymore. And so I'm not paying you.
I mean,
And
honor-
until you can provide audio evidence of making the bet or remember what it was, I'm not paying you. But rest assured that you won the bet.
hey, a handshake will do it.
Oh.
Yes.
I know what it was, but I'm not going to tell you.
Booyah.
But I remember what it was.
Hey, do you know Wayne Gretzky has a whiskey?
Okay.
Wayne Gretzky Estates. So yeah, I mean, you can only find in
It sounded
Canada
like you just said Wayne Gretzky has AIDS.
a
That's
whiskey.
that's all that I heard.
He has a whiskey.
You said Wayne Gretzky Estates, but when you first said
States.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
So-
That's AIDS.
Yeah.
Not HIV, but full blown AIDS.
How does this come
Fantastic
up every
song.
show? Jesus Christ.
Because it's a great song.
It's a
show.
great song.
And Rent, not good.
It's easy to see. It's not HIV.
But full
blown
blown. Oh no,
AIDS.
that's from the Family Guy.
Yeah,
I was
it
thinking
is.
of the "Everyone Has AIDS" song from
AIDS,
Team America.
AIDS,
Yeah,
which
Team
is
America.
also a great song.
Yeah.
the Family Guy
From-
one
from
is.
Rent.
Yeah. The barbershop quartet.
Yeah, it might be one of the 5 best scenes in Family Guy. It's done really well.
Bold statement.
Was that above or below the chicken fight? The original chicken fight.
I told Hovind about King's Realm a few games ago, and he had no clue then. Clearly, it didn't sink in.
I'll tell him again.
He won't remember again.
I know, but at least I'll tell him.
To be fair,
We should,
I mean,
to be fair,
yeah.
I've listened to as many episodes of his podcast as he's listened.
we
to ours.
should
Well-
have him on as a guest and then see if he remembers in a month.
Guaranteed.
You were on the
He won't.
podcast.
Yeah, you were there.
He won't do
he won't come.
it.
I guarantee you, Patrick O'Neill doesn't remember being on our podcast.
Oh,
I've
that's-
talked to Patrick 20 times. He doesn't remember every time.
Yeah. Well, he was also drunk in a bar in Chicago
Let's
when he called.
No,
in.
he remembered us. He remembered one time when we saw him at the Angel game. He did remember them.
Did he?
That was like a month later.
I saw him I see him at the Riviera every year for the Genesis
Jesse is
Open.
dying right now.
And he's like,
Come on, Jesse. You know what we
Hey.
do.
"What's up, guy? What's
All
up,
right.
buddy?"
All right. So there's one more general notable. Then James seems to have a take on it because we talked about it.
Do it.
The Kings lead the league in what was it?
empty net goals.
Empty net
Yeah.
goals? 13
13,
empty net
yeah,
goals.
Yeah,
And you said it was a double-edged sword.
it's a double-edged sword.
That just means that they've been leading enough games to do
James
that.
is correct.
How's a double-edged sword? I want to hear.
It means you're not putting your opponent away. It means that
Yes.
you're constantly still in the game, late in a game, and you have to hold down the fort and fight them off. Rather than, like you guys said, they should have had a lead in the first period against the
Yeah.
Islanders. They didn't.
I mean, they're currently 10th in goals for, and if you take away empty net goals on every team, they're 18th. So it takes them from the top third to the middle third.
But the other half of this, the other edge of the sword is they're not giving up those goals.
I mean, that's why, yeah. It's
They're getting it
it's
done.
give or take, right?
They're doing it.
You're leading games, but you're not leading them by a commanding presence. And quite honestly, those games can be tied and you could lose points. So
Yep.
is it great? No. I think yes, it's good that you're winning games.
Yeah.
But when you
Are you
when you have the stat,
You trying to find empty net goals?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I have it right here. When you have a stat that is, saying top empty net goals, and then you start doing the math on all the other teams with their empty net goals, and you take them all away, it takes the Kings from 10th to 18th. And I mean, that's something that you want to at least
What
know.
website are you looking at that gives you empty net goals?
StatMuse.
Oh, fascinating.
It's right here. Empty net
So I
goals.
mean, there's also games like the Wild game though. They were up 2-0, and Wild pulled the goalie. Trevor Moore scored his first empty net goal. They were up 3-0,
Yeah. No, you're
and
not
then
wrong.
they scored a goal, and then
That's-
Trevor Moore scored another empty net goal.
That's infrequent.
It's infrequent, but I mean,
But
it's
not
like,
wrong. It's 2. It's not 1.
Yeah.
So,
But if you look at it, it's like it goes from 13 to 9 to 8. Like it drops significantly after that. So great. We're winning games. We're closing them out. That's awesome. 1 goal leads are dangerous though.
2 goal leads. That's
2 goal
dangerous.
leads are more dangerous.
You know who's the
I beg to
most
differ.
dangerous?
I beg to differ.
Maverick.
That's
Dangerous.
right, Ice.
The enemy's dangerous.
I
That's true.
am
Maverick's
More dangerous.
I'm glad you're coming around, Jesse. I'm glad you're coming around.
Jesse did make a parallel
No,
between
no, he didn't.
between
He
Maverick
most
and
certainly did
somebody.
not.
It was pretty good. I'm gonna keep it close to the chest.
You made that. That was you.
It was me. Yes,
Cool.
I said that. James has AIDS.
Undiagnosed.
Undiagnosed. If you don't take a test, you can't have it, right?
English teacher. Did any of you watch the show English Teacher?
No.
No.
So I haven't watched it yet, but there's this clip that keeps popping up on my social media about an English teacher, and one of the kids in one of his classes has undiagnosed Tourette's, or no, asymptomatic Tourette's.
Okay.
Sorry. So like there are no symptoms, and he's like trying to get there, and this other girl in the class is like, "You're educating yourself. That's good." The struggle of AT. He's like AT. Oh, and he's like, pretty fun. James has asymptomatic everything.
Yeah, it's really. Speaking of that, if you're looking to get tickets to games,
Speaking of that,
Might be
Brilliant
the
transition.
might be the best transition we've ever had.
Almost as good as the transition. Which one was it where I just burst out laughing? I even commented, I was like, great segue. They're like, they just cut from one thing to the other. Sorry.
Oh, during it's when Maverick and what's her face are about to get down and dirty.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And they're sitting there on the bike and then just like, nope, now they're in the bedroom.
Now he's inside of her.
And the line that he said to her was literally only in the movie 45
30
seconds
ago,
earlier, just so they could have him repeat or her repeat. It's just like, wow, you didn't even let that line breathe for a second. And also, the
Oh, it was,
ending, as long as we're doing
take me to bed or lose me
yeah,
forever.
Yeah.
the ending when he turns around at the jukebox and it's her, that went on for way too long. He should have turned around, seen her, Tom Cruise, flashy tooth, smile, credits.
Done.
Like, I don't need 4 callbacks to lines earlier in the movie. We get it.
Yeah.
She's
yeah,
playing the song that he played earlier.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's come back that like I
I can go with that.
I
I was
go
just
with that.
like, that movie needs an editor like anything. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
God damn.
It's,
God.
the-
It's like
the
when you
80s.
guys try to wrap up a show and you keep going for 20 minutes. Like,
Yeah,
Sounds about right.
yeah.
be done already. Like,
I do feel like you could probably edit that movie down to about 45 minutes.
I mean, 5 minutes. But also,
It's
like
just
I
an
said,
Instagram short.
there should have been a scene instead of a 5-minute montage of airplanes taking off. Who cares? There
That's
should have
that's
been-
when the credits are rolling. All right.
yeah. Which again, who cares?
James,
That's just how they did stuff in back then.
Not, it's
Credits in the
not though.
beginning of the
Go
movie.
watch a good movie. From
honestly,
that year,
that's
and
that's the
you'll
first
see a
time
difference.
James got hard in that movie.
Big was way better than this movie.
I played it
James,
3 times today before we even got
Yeah.
before we started tonight.
Look, there
I
should have
picked up
been.
the kids with that playing.
Sorry,
at both
spoiler
schools.
alerts for Top Gun. There should have been a scene at the beginning where we got to see how his dad died, and then give me a nobody knows, shrouded in mystery, classified, whatever, blah blah blah. Instead, we just sort of get like random mentions, like, "Oh, did you know his dad's dead?" Like, nobody really knows what happened, but FYI, his
He's
dad's dead. And then when all of his people are not busy telling him, "Suck it up, sorry, your friend died, get back out there," one of them is just like, "By the way, your dad died a hero," and it's like, oh, okay, well then I guess it doesn't matter that my friend died. I'm fine again. It's not a good movie, James. I'm sorry.
Hey, get a
Just
couple
whoa.
beers with this guy. And he will.
Oh, I'm stone cold sober.
I see like 3 beers in front of you.
Damn,
That's
That's perspective.
yeah. I'm on painkillers
Perspective.
and muscle relaxants. Woof. Anyway, empty net goals.
Game Time URL is gametime.co.
Oh yeah. I mean, live reads.
Or check out the Game Time app on either your Apple or Android phone. Look up Game Time and check out the upcoming games on apps. Browse through seats on Game Time picks. Then talk about deals after the high profile events. You can look up concerts, shows, not just sports. Any type of event you can find on Game Time. They have curated deals. They make it easier to find the best price on great seats. Look for the super deal, which gives you the most curated tickets that are at that event.
in
And
the arena.
yeah, and my favorite is the seat view. When you scroll through all the tickets, you can see a seat view of every single perspective from the seats that they're offering. They offer a lowest price guarantee, event cancellation protection, and they even offer a job loss protection. You lose your job, they'll get you your money back. Never heard of that before. So check out the Game Time picks. Curation makes it easier to save on sports, concerts, comedy, theater, etc. All in pricing. You can actually click the toggle, and the feature shows you upfront with no surprise fees at checkout. And they can offer you Game Time ticket coverage, so your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticket industry. What can you do? Take out the guesswork of buying tickets with Game Time picks. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use promo code THPN for $20 off your ticket purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code THPN for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it?
Game time.
Game Time.
It's in the game.
It's in the game.
Your computer is trying to tell you something. The last icon on the right keeps bumping up.
It's not fucking touchscreen. It's a Mac.
Mine has watch.
Oh, this one right here.
Yeah. That,
Yeah,
Boom.
that's because I'm probably trying to print something, and my printer is
quit.
25
trying to
miles
print
that way.
Drive me crazy. Thank you. This is what happens when you invite me to
careful.
come down and eat your food and watch your favorite movie. I insult
Whoa,
all
whoa, whoa! Not my favorite movie.
James's favorite movie.
One
Gonna
of them.
shit all over it.
What's all right? Give me another one.
Goodwill Hunting.
Shit on it.
No,
Go.
No,
Ah,
I
damn.
like Goodwill Hunting. Goodwill Hunting should replace Episode 1 of Star Wars.
That's not saying much.
No, I'm just saying like the storyline.
There's no pod racing in Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah, exactly. But imagine if Anakin were an adult, not an obnoxious child, who lived on an outback planet with a Jedi temple on it or something, and they landed to find parts or something. And they were like, "There's a Jedi temple here," and he was a space custodian and a slave, and they discovered, oh, this unassuming, elder teenager,
Right.
early 20s, is actually like strong with
It's
the
a
Force.
prodigy.
Yeah. And then at the end of the movie, he goes to follow Padme on Coruscant and tells whoever, I don't know, Qui-Gon, who decides to stay behind at the
He's
Jedi
like,
Temple.
you like them apples?
No, he says, I
I
gotta
was
go
just
see
thinking
about a
that.
girl, which is how Goodwill Hunting ends.
Yeah.
There you
He
go.
stole
He stole my line.
And if
my
he's
line.
like a teenager or like a young adult that takes out the whole like Padme as a groomer thing, like I like that.
Yeah. And then episode 2, he goes, episode 2 is Whiplash. He goes to Coruscant. He is taken under his wing by a driven, abusive mentor who sees the talent within him and is willing to do whatever it takes to get it out of him. And then episode 3 is Infinity War.
Obi-Wan's
Because
the
the Infinity War, you watch Thanos.
Why are
the
you
whole
not
time.
writing movies?
I don't know.
Okay, now do the sequel trilogy.
No.
Fix that, please.
It all goes in the trash.
That needs more fixing.
Well,
It needs
episode
to-
7 is just episode.
I
4,
mean, that
so
seems
there's
very simple.
Yeah, but bad.
That seemed very simple how you just did that.
Yeah. Well, I've thought about it way too much.
Damn.
All right.
I love it.
Voicemails.
No, I have not seen a Serbian Mikey dude.
That's your boy Mikey.
I have not seen a Serbian film.
I've seen a Serbian before, at least one.
Have there been any? Where is Serbia? Is Slovenia part of Serbia?
It's that way.
I should shut my mouth because I don't know what I'm talking about and I don't want to.
There's only one.
Is it from Mikey? Is it 3 minutes long?
He
It's
said
from
he said
Mikey, and
don't.
it's 3 minutes long.
It's gonna be good to see Jesse's face while he listens to this.
That's 6 in a row. So the Kings are
Yes, I've seen that,
Officially-
Steve.
getting my hopes up for sure. So that's cool, dude. What are you doing? Fucking
Just hanging out.
people in Colorado don't know how to drive. I honestly I can't
It's
tell you which
Colorado?
one's worse, Colorado or California. This guy's taking up 2 lanes at a red light.
Is he in a Subaru?
I don't know if he's
Oklahoma?
turning
Colorado?
left, going right, or going straight.
Close.
But three to two. Kings are gonna lose 3-2. 4-2.
He's jinxing the jinx.
Fortitude. Yeah, the Devils have fortitude, so the Kings are losing 4-2. Turcotte not scoring any goals. Turcotte's not gonna score a hat trick on Thursday. He will not do that. And did you guys know Blake Lazat is on like a 30-goal pace right now?
I did not.
The Pittsburgh Penguins, who are like the
I'm
city
gonna do the
team.
math on that.
We're not
Have you
doing
guys talked
much.
about Nashville?
We don't
And how much
usually talk
Steven
about that
Stamkos sucks? Dude, that team is just like if you let fucking Rob McElhaney write a season of a hockey team. Because like Stamkos was like, oh, the guys just aren't in it. And then the coach was like, I could scratch every single person on this team.
He's technically
He
doing
said
more
that
than Drew
today.
Doughty, though.
He said that out loud to a person with a microphone.
Still number one.
How's your team doing? He goes, I could scratch every single guy on the team. Would not make a difference.
Wouldn't be
Like, how
a nice
crazy
team.
is that? Your team sucks, dude. And, like, Barry Trotz, everyone thought Barry Trotz was, like, how could you not think he would be a great GM? And it's weird because he's doing all the right moves, you would think, because on paper, that team's like, I don't want to play them.
Yeah.
But then you look at the paper that has their record, and you're like, I want to play them 82 games in the season.
Better than
All right, that's all
Worse
for
than
me,
Rob
folks. James, hit a button.
Imagine dragging these nuts
getting
on your
my
face.
Go,
Fuck,
Kings,
Jordan.
go!
What about
Go, Kings!
Wrong button.
no. It was the right button.
No, it was the time.
He said hit A button.
Yeah.
You said hit a button,
But
and
it was-
I hit.
imagine dragging these nuts on your face?
I'm aware.
Get fucked, Jordan. What about out?
I mean, I could have hit this one.
you, Jordan.
why I don't come in studio.
Right. You could all say it this one. Man, titties.
I had to look at the screen and see if that was actually Dennis laughing or not.
I love that one every time. Dude, we don't use it enough. Man, titties.
I think people couldn't hear the voicemail.
Really?
That was weird.
People said,
I heard it.
thanks, Hannah. I'm always a vibe.
Always a
Vibing.
New comments.
Any more voicemails?
That's it. One.
Do you think Russasa is alive? We haven't heard from him in like 6 weeks.
He is alive.
Okay, that's good.
He's been slanging commercial real estate, so
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
So what do you have?
Anniversary retrospective on Channel 67.
Tell us about Channel 67 for a second.
Channel 67's rad.
Rad.
Ra-
Like
rad.
that
Like,
sounds
is
like
it-
from the 80s, like Top Gun. Awesome. Good reference, Jesse.
Channel 67 is our historical pieces channel. You can get it at lakings.com/podcast or wherever
Oh, I
you find
get it.
podcasts or
67.
here.
67
Curated.
it started 67.
And this summer, I got to
Do
go
you still
hang
have
out with
cable?
the guys from the 2014 Cup winning team
Awesome.
and record them talking about winning the Cup in 2014.
Awesome.
Can you give a little, because I heard you talk about it
Mhm.
and I loved how you talked about it. I actually shared this with my kids,
Mm.
right? That it was never about, like when you talk about 2014, it happened about, I think it was, you talked about it after.
I'll tell you
Dallas
two
game.
stories that happened at the retreat.
Yeah.
So one night, the second night, I'm walking. So we had set up in a hotel room
Mhm.
and we had golf carts that we could take the guys to and from the party to this hotel room where we had set up to film them. And, you know, they were having a good time and I didn't want to like interrupt them and drag them away. But at some point, that's why we're there.
Right, right,
So,
right.
like, I'm awkwardly, you know, going up to these guys. I'm like, if you wouldn't mind, like, whatever. I got Mike Fuda to help us. Mike Fuda was awesome, by the way. Mike Fuda was just like, who do you need? And I was like, this guy's all right. He would go and grab him and bring him back.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
going. All right. So at one point, we passed Dean Lombardi, who I'm terrified of because I've never spoken to him before.
Okay.
I don't know him. And I just sort of was like, hey, Mike Fuda, I'd really love to get Dean Lombardi. Like, that would be awesome. He was like, all right, I got you. So, you know, Dean Lombardi's like, Mike Fuda, where are you going? Mike Fuda tells him, and Dean Lombardi goes, no, none of this one at a time. They go as a team or they don't do it. And I was like, okay, respect that 10 years later, you're still, you know,
Right.
In
right.
charge.
you're still a cult leader. But but also I need one at a time.
Right.
So all due respect,
Yeah.
stop. Then we got Kyle Clifford, and 5 feet from the door, and believe me, like we had explained to Kyle Clifford what the point of this was. Like he should have known. 5 feet from the door, he turns to me, he goes, "What are we doing?" And I'm like, "Well, I'd really like to ask you a bunch of questions about the 2014 Cup run." He goes, "No, I won't do it. I don't want to talk about myself. I'm only going to talk about other guys.
Okay.
I'm only going to talk about the team." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Well, we're also doing well wishes for Trevor Lewis's 1,000 games. So can I at least get you to do this?" All right, I'll do it for Louis. So he sits down, he gets all mic'd up, cameras on, we get him recording. And I'm like, all right, as long as we have you here, as
Okay,
long as
yeah,
we're
yeah.
set up,
Yeah.
can I please ask you some questions? And he said, yes. So I got one answer out of him before he was done. But that's the point. Like they, to this day, they won't talk about themselves. It's always team first. And like I said, it's a cult. Oh, my back. Sorry.
I don't necessarily take it as a cult. I think it was
You can call it whatever you want.
it was an identity of that team. Like that team wasn't
Yeah.
a band of all-stars.
No. They had some very, very good players on the
They
roster.
did.
But yeah, it was a team effort. Nobody's
Nobody's
promoted
on the like the awards list
Right.
every year, right?
And Lombardi had a very strict, like, billboards should have one guy on them, or should have 3 guys on them, not one. If you're doing an interview,
Mhm.
multiple people, not one. Like it was very like team.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a
cool.
good message. It's a good message. And I share that with my kids because like I have one kid that's he's pretty proud of himself. And so
Can't have that.
I
As
it's
we
good.
learned from Top Gun.
No, it's good. It's good in a sense, right? Be proud of your accomplishments, but
Mhm.
also if you're the goalie,
Yeah.
you aren't just a great goalie without a good defense.
Yes. No, and look, one of my favorite things about Jonathan Quick is if they won 1-0, he praised his teammates. If
Every
they lost
time.
1-0, he blamed himself.
Every time.
Yeah. So I get it.
Yeah, that and I think especially for that position, you have to say like I can't be successful without 24 shots and blocks in front of me.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like that was my takeaway from that episode.
Who's a player not named McDavid, Matthews, or McKinnon that you would trade any king for?
Tom Smith.
Will Smith. I don't know. Maybe Hellebuck. Maybe I'd have to think real hard about it.
Okay.
Because at this point, honestly, like even if you told me that by trading Andrei Kopitar, the team would be better,
Yeah,
I don't know. What's the point at this point? Like,
right.
let the man finish his. Like, come
Yeah.
on. What
Yep.
are we like? Come on.
I agree.
How much better? Like,
Yeah.
Well, given the 6-game win streak, people are talking about trading Doughty as soon as he comes back, which I think is hilarious.
yeah, I don't. That's come on. It's 6. Like they were 2-4 the 6 games before the 6-game win streak, and everybody was freaking out. So
Yeah.
the 6-game win streak is great, and I think there are plenty of signs that this team is better than we thought they were. But
The fact that people don't even know Daddy played with Mikey Anderson for fucking years.
that was rough.
Wait,
Wait, what?
Old story.
It's an old story.
We did a trivia question on King's Talk,
It's a James story.
and the question was, what defensive pair played the most number of minutes for the Kings over the last 3 seasons, but hasn't played a single minute together this year?
It's a great question, by the way.
Thank you. And we had to like walk the guy
I was
up to the river and
dying and texting
yeah,
in like,
yeah.
come on.
And he wouldn't.
Oh,
bring it in.
okay.
I had to just be like, the first and last number are the same number. And he plays defense. Only so many
He
guys that
plays
can be.
defense. Well,
Um,
It was
Listen.
great. It was great.
listen, it's tough, right? You get on live on the air. if
I'm
you're
like,
not used to
Mikey.
it. He's a nice guy.
I'm not good at trivia, like in any sport at all. But shit, I was on that one immediately.
All right.
I mean,
so
I
it's
thought I
one guy.
phrased it-
I thought this
the
was like
phrasing
a.
made it sound more difficult than it was. Right?
Eh.
What pairs played the most minutes? But then if you think about it, you're like, oh,
Like, who is Doughty? Like, you obviously know it's Doughty,
right.
right? Most minutes.
Who's
So who
Doughty's
has he
partner?
played with?
Yeah.
There's only one person.
Yeah, it's Mikey.
It's kind of like his protege, or it's
General notables, Mikey Anderson. Good.
great.
That's generally
Fantastic.
notable.
Like Mikey Anderson, Brent Clark. I love this.
How is
I
he
love
not
this
playing in the
pair.
Four Nations? That's
You
what I
want
want
us
to
a
know.
pair?
No, as
Oh,
a
just
future,
general, all right.
as a
Yeah.
future of a team, them together, don't lose that.
Mikey Anderson, future captain.
Yeah, Steve, it was rough. I had to walk him. Like I said, you can lead a horse to water. Sometimes you have to shove the horse's head in the. Oh, I think that stick's illegal, actually.
It goes with this Brent Clark helmet.
He does. I don't know what it is, but the way he wears his helmet wigs me out.
Oh yeah,
It's like 3 or 4 inches above his ear
it's weird. Yeah,
when he puts.
He's got a tall head.
Maybe
He's
that-
got a
maybe
long
we need
face.
to go. Yeah, maybe we need to go measure how many fingers from his from his eyebrows to his hairline.
Maybe he's got fat fingers.
Maybe.
it's weird.
Well, yeah, your fucking head is a watermelon.
Yeah, but it still fits weird.
Turn your head. Yeah, see, I think there's something with the helmet because there's a ton of
Yeah.
space between your ears and the top of the ear
Right.
hole.
And there's clearly
yeah,
a great shot of my face.
yeah. What do you call the ear hole on a helmet?
Your whole.
Ear holes.
Ear hole.
Is that really ear
Yeah,
hole?
I think so.
All
I don't know.
Feels like a Rick and Morty sketch.
I don't understand like the guys that wear the visors and they tilt them all the way up.
Yeah,
so that it doesn't,
yeah.
Like
It's
I
because
don't know why.
they don't want to be wearing a visor, but they have
Here's
to.
what I don't understand. There is a device that is cage up here, plastic down here, so that if you breathe, you're not wearing like a full plastic shield, so you don't fog it up because it's a cage. so your hot air just whoosh into the world.
Hmm.
And I have spoken to a number of people within the hockey world, and they're like, "That's terrible. That's dumb. You're awful for liking it." I'm like, nobody will ever lose a tooth or get like,
Right,
I don't know. It seems like the best of both worlds to me.
right.
And yeah, it looks dumb, but
Well, it's
I
like the
guarantee
neck
you after
guard.
3 years we'll get used to it.
I love that Kobe still wears neck guard.
Yeah, well, I think his family made him do that. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. I don't know
Well,
if that's true.
but like that's an easy yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I get it.
After
There were other
recent
players
injuries,
that wore him for a few games and then stopped.
yeah, after recent injuries, like.
But I
that's-
mean,
that's the
but it
easy-
happened once. And it happened in a British league, in a not. Sorry, no offense to the British league and no disrespect to the man's memory, but like, I don't know. It happened once in 100 and something
was it?
years of.
Who got cut in the
It was
NHL?
Clint Malarchuk. He survived. Everybody that has happened to in the NHL survives because they're immediately
Survived, but it's
yeah.
still
no,
scary.
Listen, if somebody wants to wear it, I get it.
Like
But I also get it if they don't.
it's not a bad piece to wear. Like
Unless you don't like it. I don't know.
fuck that shit.
Like I like the nets above the glass. Like,
Right.
I get why they're there. But you know,
how many people
Live a
died of
little.
them?
happened
Yeah.
it happened once in 100 years, and we were like, well,
Yeah.
that's the end of that. And it's like,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
why was it not the end of that before? Like, why did we have to wait for the one random event that would probably happen once every 100 years?
Ask
Like,
every,
Because somebody got sued.
ask
Well,
every
yeah.
police department in the country.
Yeah.
Ask McDonald's that now has to put caution hot on all their cups.
Oh,
all
did
their
Steve,
coffee
what
cups.
happened, Steve? Did the person, were they okay? Type faster, Steve. Can't just say that and then not immediately type a response. I want to know. Steve, type faster.
It happened this season in Ventura.
I want to know what happened to the guy. Is he all
Oh.
right? I shouldn't say guy. What happened to the person? I don't know. It's a guy. Maybe it was a girl. Simi Valley, Ventura Kings, Vikings, cut on the back of the neck. Okay. And then are they all right? Yes. Okay. Okay. Fine. There you go.
Just like they survived. No harm, no foul.
Yeah. Listen, it
Still
was
got
thick.
cut.
Don't get me wrong. If I had had somebody come in and force me to wear a back brace when I was taking those groceries out of my car, in retrospect, I'd have appreciated it.
But you survived, Jesse.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
if you call this living, I do. I shouldn't say that. I do. I'm very happy. Just my back hurts a lot.
Should we get to the weekend?
You definitely should.
Thursday. That's tomorrow. Time of recording. That's 31 minutes from now. In New Jersey against the Devils.
The third New York team.
Excuse me. I'm in the wrong page for this.
Come on, man.
They are current.
Come on, man.
It's the Devils on Thursday.
Yes.
It's the Rangers on Saturday.
Yes. Devils are 10-3, 6-3-1 their last 10. They are 7-6-3 at home with a plus 19 goal differential. I'm very hesitant to call that a win.
No, you switched it. What the fuck? Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back.
It's the Rangers on Saturday, then another 2 days off before the Kings head
7, 6, and 3.
next Tuesday, which is not on the weekends. I imagine we're not talking about it.
No, we're talking about it. Just
Oh,
before
they
Wednesday.
play Pittsburgh on Tuesday. 2 days off
Tuesday,
between New York
Tuesday.
and the New York game's 10 a.m. Which
What?
yeah, which means I have to wake up extra early to go in and watch the game at work
Oh.
by myself, which is
No
fine.
one, no one else is there when you.
Not on a Saturday at 10 a.m.
Are you doing like? Are you still doing the King's talk and all that stuff?
I am still doing the King's Talk. Thanks for
And-
listening to
and
this conversation previously where I talked about King's Talk.
No, I mean I'm saying like on a game like that.
Yes, I still do King's Talk. at 10
Every game.
probably.
Fucker.
Fucker. I'm calling a win. All right, moving on.
All
James?
right.
8, 9.
Win.
Shit.
Is
lot of
go to
goals.
the
We're streaking.
standings, the league standings. I can't remember if New Jersey is one of the teams that has like a dynamite home record and a lousy road record, or vice versa.
It's 7-6-3. They're actually just above 500 at home.
win 7 in a row.
They're great on the road. 11-4.
Weird.
Ooh.
Telling you, hockey's weird, man. It's a weird year.
It's weird.
Oh, that hurts so much. Oh God. Sorry.
James is calling a loss.
Mm.
Oh, didn't James call an OTL last week?
He did against the Wild.
Did.
You should call an OTL here.
James, I'm gonna
I'm about to call it
temporarily
OTL.
excuse myself to use your
Go
facility.
for it. Go for it. You get OTLs when you leave. Just so you know.
All right. That's fine.
Shit.
This is taking way too long for.
No, this is honestly a tough one.
Now I know how Jesse feels.
This is a tough one.
Santiri Hataka.
Do, 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 do,
Okay, hold on. I need one more stat.
No, you don't. No, this is gut feeling. You always bring in
2.27.
stats. This man, I gotta get up at 5:30. Come on, man.
10, 20.
All right, fuck it. OTL. Let's go.
Win.
You motherfucker. I've had a win typed in for you for like 5 minutes.
OTW for James.
OTW.
All right, Saturday, New York Rangers 15-12-1, fourth in the Metro. 3-7-0 in the last 10, 7-7-1 at home, plus 6 goal differential. I'm also calling that a win.
I'm calling a win just because we're streaking. So until they prove us wrong, which they might do it. In
I'm
New Jersey,
calling a
then
win
fuck
for
them.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
Play either goalie. Fuck them.
Yeah, that's it. Steve said, "Do you think we'll face Click on Saturday?"
Yeah, 5.06
Oh.
goal against. Yeah, let's do it.
Quick is?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting shut out on fucking Saturday. Neat. All right. Last but not least, Tuesday, Pittsburgh Penguins 12-14-4, 5-4-1 the last 10,
Oh, that's
8-7-2 at home with a minus. Is it the worst in the league?
no
It sure is. Minus 30 goal differential.
Shit.
That's fucking
Don't
3-0.
Don't they score a lot of goals though?
They do.
So they allow a lot. If they have a
86. No, they the Penguins?
minus- yeah.
No,
the
the,
goalies
the,
are
the Penguins are
3.11.
close to the bottom of the
The-
league.
Oh,
The
alright.
goalies are 3.11 and 4.04 in the
Well, then
last
there
10.
you go. That's how you get that. I thought they scored a lot of goals. Somebody scores a lot of goals.
That would be the Winnipeg Jets.
Yeah. Okay.
And the Capitals.
Right.
10, 15,
but not PLD.
18,
And the Panthers.
21 in the last, no, 24, 25, 26, 26 in the last 10. 2.6 a game.
I've already moved on in my head. Sorry, what?
2.6 a game, and they're allowing 3.1 and 4 a game. That's a win.
Go ahead.
3-0. Jesse's got 2 OTLs.
Okay.
1-0-2.
I know he's got 2-0 and 1. We'll give him a win on this one.
Yeah,
What are you
don't
saying?
know,
Click
Steve.
has like a 5-something goals against average.
404. No. That was
It
last.
was 5-0-6, I think. Or
Hold on.
5.06.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that stat.
That's like a
He's 2.58.
In the last 10,
No, you didn't specify last 10.
I did.
Mm.
In the last 10, he is 506
That's what I said.
That's a
in 3 games.
So
In a
not
3-game sample size.
so not his last.
5.06.
oh save percent or goals against.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
I thought you meant he was 5-0-6.
He's got a 1-2.
That's 11 games, my guy.
Yeah.
But you were talking about something else.
1-2 and 0 in the last 10 with a 506.
831.
Did he get pulled or something? He must have,
Probably.
because 506 is like that's
That's bad.
yeah.
Really bad.
That's where you like let in one in the first, and they're like, yeah, that's enough out of you.
Goals against average, which means he's let in more than that.
Well, if you let in one in the first 10 minutes and they yank
Yeah.
you, you're carrying a 6. in the
It's like
game.
Ks per 9 innings.
Yeah.
Like that type of
Well, you're like 1 against 3.
Oh, ow, ow. It hurts so much.
All right.
This is all the stuff that I edit out of my podcast.
We let it play.
Me just saying, ow, ow, ow. It hurts so much.
All right. What else we got?
PLD
Not a
now
lot
has
of
4 goals this year.
Oh,
All
not bad.
right. I heard somewhere he's on pace for 53 points. Good for him.
He's got 19. He's
19 points.
19 points, yeah. 15 assists. Plus
Okay.
5.
That's good for him.
Oh, plus 5.
Good for him.
Hey, when's Ovechkin coming back? And when's James paying me the $100?
I don't know. But Chicken now has 8 goals and is a plus 11.
Who's got what now?
Chicken.
Chick-
8 goals.
8 goals, plus 11.
Whatever.
8
Word.
assists.
James
Bored of Jacob Chikrin. I'll curry no more discussion about him.
Let's see who else. Matt Roy still hanging in there.
Yeah.
+7. All right. I don't think we have anything else, do we? Should we let Jesse go? Should we end this so Jesse can go home?
Say you're saying that because you want to go to bed.
That also true.
Dennis doesn't really care about you, Jesse.
That's okay. I don't
I do
need him
care
to care
about
about me.
Jesse.
I need him to support policies that benefit me. I don't care if he cares about me. I just need him to.
All right, so follow us.
This somehow
on social media.
got political.
Kings Realm
I don't know. It's weird.
I didn't say anything.
Subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. Leave us a
Don't
voice
be
message,
like Hogan.
text.
Remember what the King's Realm podcast is.
Yeah, 562-317-0087. That's it.
Sorry, John. I'm not trying to take pot shots.
He doesn't listen. You know.
You don't have to
You never
have to
know. You
apologize.
never know. Someone.
This will be the one.
Steve Dotto might reach out to him and be like, "They were saying terrible things about." you."
He's
No,
definitely
no,
not listening hour and 20 minutes in.
Probably not.
I would hope not.
It's
Unless
actually
someone
an
sends a
hour
timestamp.
13 on recording.
Yeah. Which one?
God damn it. And it's not recording it
Oh,
locally,
easy,
by the way.
easy.
Quick, send me the link.
Yeah. Send the link.
Don't,
so
no,
you
no,
know.
no. Don't send me the link. Don't. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna click it.
All right, here we go.
What do you?
Here we go, guys. Ready? You ready?
I'm ready.
For James Whitlock, Jordan Heckman, Jesse Cohen, I'm Dennis Wilson saying, Go,
Go,
Kings,
Kings,
go!
go!
Go,
Go, Kings, go!
Go,
Go,
Kings,
Kings,
go!
go!
That's what it sounds like on this end.
Jesse can't yell, it'll hurt his back.
It will.
It will.
It will.
100%. Yeah. Good call.
Good call.
I feel like Jesse's gonna sleep on an inversion table tonight.
I might sleep on the floor.
Ooh.
Although that doesn't help this.
That doesn't
No, I
would
spent
be
40
great.
minutes on it this morning.
really.
Didn't help.
I figure that
That's
would
why I'm going to
like-
go see the doctor because I
I
don't
say you
know.
should go see a chiropractor.
I'm out of ideas. No, this is not real.
You should go get needling done.
Not
That's
real.
way better.
You want a TENS unit?
Not real. I shouldn't say that out loud. We have a team chiropractor. I'm sure it's very real.
You want a TENS unit?
I'm saying, like, on my back
No.
hurts, I go.
I'll
I've
give
heard
you
it
mine.
helps.
No, thank you.
How about
I'm going to go see a doctor on Friday.
An
Okay.
11's unit?
Whatever they tell me to do, I'll do. Because the last time they told me to
Like,
do
go see a
something,
chiropractor.
I'm going to go see a real doctor. Thanks.
And then the
And if
doctor
they recommend a chiropractor, I will go see a chiropractor.
Would you take my TENS unit and use it?
Probably not.
Okay. I think it will at least give you some relief.
James
It's
just
entirely
saying
possible.
unit.
You're right.
It's going to
All
cause.
All right, go fine. I'll take your TENS unit.
Okay.
It's going
All
to
right.
cause
Jesus
immense amounts of
Christ.
pain until. In the
It
process.
doesn't. You can control like what kind of surge you get.
I had a
Give-
friend in
give-
high school.
Give yourself some muscle spasms with your hurt back there, Jesse.
Be good. I had a friend in high school that put it on the TENS unit on his balls and turned it all the way up to 10. And
Jesus
Fucking
God.
On that note, I'm
just
going home.
fired it.
Thanks for listening. Did we stop recording?
Yes.
We're
All right.
off.
Okay, I'm going home. Goodbye, everybody. I don't know if it's a nerve thing, Hannah. It's a muscle thing, I think. It just hurts everywhere. It hurts in my ribs. It hurts in my back. It hurts in my hip. It hurts in my knee. It hurts in my thigh. I can't walk. I'm old. It's terrible. Nobody
Jake.
get old.
James is old.
All right.
All right.
Goodbye.
Thanks, Jesse. Bye.
Bye. Sorry. Thank you too. Bye. Bye.
Feel better,
I'm
Jesse.
going to bed too. Bye, everybody.
Thoughts and prayers.
It's
Hey,
just
right?
gonna be Jordan for a while.
Well, this is awkward.
I'm just gonna go.
What's
I'm just gonna go- I'm just gonna
Dennis
go
is
back in
leaving.
I'm leaving, but I'm just gonna go sit in the back room here and just watch Jordan flounder.
Oh, yes. Part two. He's getting the TENS device. TENS unit. I always sort of call it TENS device, but then it sends electrical surges into your muscles. For better or for worse. I think it's only for certain types of injuries.
Yeah, I don't think like pulled muscle in your back or slip disc or anything like that is gonna help that. It's probably gonna fucking hurt real bad and not
Probably.
do anything.
Yep.
And yes, I'm really leaving now. Bye.
You might have pinched a nerve. Because I pinched a nerve when I was in high school one time, and it was debilitating. Like even at 17 years old. Yeah. Because and that like affected multiple things in my body.
Right now, I'm feeling it up here
Uh-huh.
and right here.
Yeah, that might be pinched nerve. Yeah.
Earlier today, I couldn't even stand on my left leg. I had my shorts on.
That sounds like pinched nerve. Yeah.
I can't. Like, my knee couldn't-
So that's what like the idea of needling is they put a needle into your nerve and it resets the nerve. Like it recoils back.
Right.
But again, if they don't know what it is.
Right. Well, I originally thought it was my kidneys shutting down.
Well,
And
it's
not.
good it's not that.
That made me happy.
That would be terrifying.
Yeah, exactly. I was terrified.
I bet. I bet.
Fortunately, the team is on the road, so I don't like,
Yeah.
have to go to
Things are a little more comfortable.
just lie down.
Yeah.
As long as I attend my meetings and edit my show,
Yeah.
which is what I have to go home and do. Fortunately, I pre-edited most of it.
Put that in there.
No numbness, Hannah. I don't know if Hannah can hear me, but no numbness.
No numbness, Hannah.
No numbness.
No nummy nums. Wait. Oh,
All right.
excuse me.
Oh, no.
Are these Lindor chocolates? Is it the one from James or is that?
They're truffles,
Oh, these, yeah.
not real truffles, but chocolate.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about the card. I don't know if that's from James or not.
It's from James.
With the Monopoly board on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't look at that.
I'm just gonna chew this Lindor chocolate. James is frantically tearing apart his room to find his tennis device. Waking up his wife.
Thank God. Also, I can get something that I'm not going to use.
I don't know what flavor this is,
Chocolate.
but it's a different color than the other ones.
Hazelnut?
I would guess caramel being gold.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Ooh, dark chocolate. Fuck that noise.
I like dark chocolate.
Nope.
You know what I don't like? Top Gun.
yeah,
I had so many expectations. It's probably my fault for having expectations, but I just thought, like the volleyball scene, I thought the volleyball scene was going to be so much more than what it was. It's like it's on screen for 30 seconds. It makes no sense at all. And then it's over.
it's just to set up him being late to his date.
Yeah, which is insane.
Uh huh.
Like,
That's pretty good.
and then he says, like, I'm going to go take a shower. It's like, what? Man, like, what?
A little weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not charming, just weird.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, it is Tom Cruise, so
I
just
know, but-
just weird.
Yeah. I remember we watched, we used to have very briefly, we had a sports movie podcast. This is years and years ago before I worked for the Kings. And we did the F1 racing movie with Tom Cruise.
The F1 or
NASCAR.
NASCAR?
Whatever it's called.
the fuck is it called?
Need for Speed. I don't know.
Talladega Nights. Just kidding.
That's a terrible movie, too.
Talladega Nights.
No,
Oh,
the Tom Cruise. Somebody wrote a very
Cocktail. Just kidding.
No, I actually. Well, Cocktail was the first R-rated movie I saw, so maybe I
Oh, really?
have a soft spot for it. But somebody, Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder. There it is.
Somebody wrote a very funny article that was like, every Tom Cruise is the same movie. A cocky hothead who got by on talent finds himself in a new environment where, the establishment wants him to just
Conform.
learn how.
Yeah.
And he won't do it until an older woman with a little bit of authority over him gets involved, and then he kills somebody by accident, and then he learns his lesson. And then that's pretty much it.
Steve says Days of Thunder is Top Gun on the racetrack.
He's not wrong. Except for a lot more happens in Days of Thunder. Not much, but
Oh man.
oh god, James.
He may have gotten hot sauce in his ear again.
I want to, because if I'm sitting in my car for an hour with the heat on,
Mm-hmm.
maybe not an hour, but 45 minutes, at least I'm not in pain.
Fair.
I'm in pain, but I'll be okay.
Do you have seat heaters?
No, but
Ooh,
my
that-
heater's pretty
Toasty. Yeah.
My AC and my heater are both
Yeah.
too effective at climate control. And there's really no, like, if I turn it down all the way down,
Mm-hmm.
it's still like too much. So it's off
Or yeah,
too much.
or ambient temperature. Yeah. Or ambient temperature or too much. Yeah.
Honestly, God, James, did he bring his phone on?
Nope. You should just text him bye and he'll read it.
All
right.
I'll see you around.
Card.
Tell him I said thank you.
Yep, we'll do.
All right, bye, everybody.
Later, dude. Drive safe. Hold on, this is awkward. Just me by myself. What's tramadol? He just left. Out in his car. You missed him. Ugh. Fuckers. We're still broadcasting, by the way. Muscle relaxer. Who eats a cookie like that? Show everyone how you're holding that cookie. It's like you're playing disc golf.
I couldn't find it.
That's fine. Thank you for coming. Sorry, I was late.
Thought you were getting away with a fist bump, Jesse. That's cute.
Thank you. See ya. Okay.
You have your card? So what's wrong with the way I hold the cookie?
I don't like it.
Fucking, I'm ready to throw it if I need to.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you're playing disc golf or something.
Fucking ready.
Yeah,
I'm
the,
always ready.
the fucking sugar cookie.
I'm ready for a fight, dude. You not learning anything from fucking 2 hours of Top Gun? I want to fight.
James is dangerous.
Maverick's my hero.
Oh, I'm tired.
Can you see my top dad
Top dad,
hat? Killing it.
killing it.
Where's Dennis?
He went to bed.
He's like, I gotta get up at 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
Mwah.
I was up till like 2:15 last night watching
Yeah.
Dexter.
Well, choice, but okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This is also a choice.
It's true.
I mean, we hosted Top Gun, and the guest of honor didn't show up till like after Top Gun.
That's where Top Gun was supposed to start. Or
Like
After-
Top Gun 2 was supposed to start.
yeah. I think he's just jockeying to come back again. Is what it is.
It's like leaving something at someone's house so you can come back to get it type deal. These are great cookies, by the way. Costco has like a holiday platter of cookies, 5 different types of cookies. Really good. Thanks, Steve. No, you could be mine.
Huckleberry. Did you know that's not the line? It's not I'll be your Huckleberry.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
It's I'll be your Huckleberry.
Yeah.
Talking about carrying this casket.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, but 95% of people think
100%.
it's
No, 100% of
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll call Bear.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because that's what the handle's called on the casket.
Mm-hmm.
It's the line.
It's not the line. You're wrong.
I don't know if he's talking about the same thing.
Are you talking about Tombstone?
Is Tombstone on a streaming platform?
Sorry, there's a lot of sprinkles on this sugar cookie, so it's like
There's a lot of sprinkles on his disc golf disc.
fuck is this called this?
That's the way you're holding it.
I'm holding it as a fucking weapon, dude. Everything is a weapon,
Who are you gonna hurt with a fucking sugar cookie? A diabetic?
right? You hold everything as a fucking weapon, dude. We drink beers from this like this from now on. As a fucking launching weapon, dude. I got a work engagement tomorrow. I'm drinking every beer like this.
People just like this guy. He's the most interesting man in the world. Apparently, Val Kilmer wrote a book. I'll be your Huckleberry. Sorry, I'm your Huckleberry. Be your.
I'm sorry. Ask Val Kilmer to speak about that now.
Wow. Wow. Who do you think you are? Me? Fuck.
Nobody's listened a minute, an hour and 30 minutes. And
Paris. London? Somewhere.
um,
All right, you got me for 6 more minutes.
I think you're right. I think we're going to Paris.
I think it was Paris. Yes. Yes. French land. Oh, yeah, Mikey, you just missed Jesse.
You literally just missed him like 10 minutes ago.
Not even.
But Mikey 100% committed to Top Gun 2. Matt Rick.
Prancer. I'm Prancer, on Dancer, on Dawn, and on Vixen. Prancer. No, Prancer, then Dancer. On Dasher and Dan? No, maybe you're right. Fuck.
On Donner.
On Donner and Dixon. And I'm sticking with my original answer.
It's Donner. 100%.
I'm Prancer, on Dancer, on Donner, on Dixon.
I'm about to be the smartest man alive.
Dasher.
Dasher. Is that an insurance company?
It was, yeah.
Dashers.
Dashers.
It's like seductive. And my brother and I still joke about that. Dashers. Like the way the lady said it on the
Mhm.
commercials.
Yeah.
It was very seductive.
I think it was a dude, though, wasn't it?
I feel like it was a lady.
Maybe you're right.
Who knows these days, though?
It's like 877 cars for kids.
8777 cars for kids. KRS cars for kids. I almost wanted to donate a car to them just because that jingle, dude.
It's working.
Donate your cars today. What were Donner and Blitzen's original names?
Jesus? That's what Nike dude said. Jesus.
Jesus?
Jesus and Jesus.
Who knows? JG Wentworth's
877 cash now. No, 877 cash now.
Mikey, come in. Let's do a trivia online. I swear it's gonna be fun.
Should we call 877 cash now right now?
I'll do it from my phone. It's on. It's connected.
227-4669. That's actually a good number.
Oh, and thank you for calling JG Wentworth. We're sorry, our offices are now closed.
Yes.
Our normal business hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Hey, no free
If
ads.
you'd like to leave a voicemail, please include your name and phone number, and a representative will return
My
your
name's
call on the next
Mikey.
business day. Thank you, and we look forward
I'm
to
just
speaking with you
going.
soon.
I like to
Please leave a message after the tone.
You should leave our voicemail line as
562-317-0005.
Hey, this is JG.
0052. This is the King's Realm. We got a defamation of character case. We need you to take on. Oh, shit. Fuck. Mikey, let's do trivia in here. Come in. Let's do it. Who cares if people look it up? It's fun anyway.
I think he's questioning the character of our listeners.
No.
Oh man.
Well, we're all here for the fun of the game.
My time is hiding behind the tree. Look at that.
Smart.
Mm-hmm.
Still today, not tomorrow.
Yep. I suppose it is.
It's always today. It's always, I woke my wife up to try to find the 10 unit. Could not find
I'm
it.
sure that went well.
I don't know yet. She's still not awake. She's moving around, but she's still not awake. So I'll find out later or tomorrow. You three against each other. Ooh, shit. Can I include my wife? That's
No.
fun.
No. For you,
Yeah, because she's awesome.
she's really good at trivia.
She is.
I tell you, she needs to go on that show, The Floor.
I haven't seen that one.
It's like general trivia, but it's like, so there's 100 squares and each person like is in a square and they all have a category that they're like an expert on.
Okay.
And like they call it the randomizer and they pick someone who hasn't gone yet and they like have to pick someone around them to challenge them on that person's category, and they like build territory and then it goes back and forth.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's super simple, but it's fun. It's like Luke's favorite show. It's literally just like they did NHL like a couple weeks ago, and it was like name like the team or like the player, and they put images up on the screen, and it's like you know,
Okay. Yeah.
Connor McDavid, Wayne Gretzky, Willie O'Ree was one of them, like stuff like that. So I think Jess would be really good at it because her like recall is very quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like I feel like she'd be pretty good under pressure because some of these people just absolutely fucking crumble.
We do game night at Death Valley, and she.
Are you telling me?
No, I'm telling them. And she does really well at that.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah. No, I feel like that's the general consensus. But she's good at it.
Oh, yeah,
she's
no.
just good at
Oh, yeah.
trivia. So I want to take her to one of Mikey's trivia nights. To she just enjoys
Dominate.
doing that. So I feel like a date night would be good. We build a team and we just go do that. But we really just rely on her.
Yeah.
To do all the fun and we just drink.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do that.
I'm down. Speaking of Mikey, I've been seeing him on my television a lot lately on his Toyota commercials.
Yeah. How are you syndicated Toyota man? You and Allie K are killing it.
All right, I'm calling it. It's 12:02
Right.
in the morning.
I want to hear from Mikey. Tell us about that syndication. Now that you're famous.
He wasn't famous before.
He is in our world, but now he's nationally famous
Those might just be
or regional.
Yeah, I was gonna say those might be just regional ads, but
Hey, because Jesse was so late, we only got through one movie. So there is still Top Gun Maverick.
and then still started the podcast late.
Yeah. Still that available. So we're still going to do that. You 100% agreed you'll be here for that. We'll make sure your schedule aligns with that. So you will still be here for movie night.
And with how long it took to get night 1 scheduled, Top Gun 3 might be out by the time we get night 2 scheduled. So
Fair. Yeah. But we will do trivia night that night too. And Jesse will have to be involved. Even better.
Is he anti-trivia?
I don't know. But we'll find out what he's anti whatever when we do night 2.
Just to piss him off. All right, I'm calling it.
Hey, I'll be better.
Thanks for hosting. Oh, look at you, bud.
All right, we're out of here, guys.
Where these beer cans go? Not that one. It's still full.
Love y'all. Night.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm like looking at this screen like it's got a camera facing my way.